Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. A great big thank you to everyone that comes to my channel, and especially to all the newbies. I hope you found things interesting. If not, let me know. But I do appreciate all of the support that people give me, especially all my old friends from my old channel, because everyone I like to think of them as friends on here. Anyway, I'm giving you a recap. Basically, it's just if you remember the the battery bank and charger, what I was doing. I'm just putting the wires in now at the moment. On these here, you see these. If there's the black there, don't worry about that. That is just basically the soot off the lighter, because I'm using a cigarette lighter for the heat shrink. What I've done with these, I've put them on a block connector and then shrink wrapped it, and they're really strong. They'll never come off. It's in case I need to change the batteries or do something with the batteries. So I've done that with the block connectors on them joints. It's only going to happen on them. The rest of them, like this here, has been soldered. I soldered these wires together and soldered that and shrink wrapped them. And then I've got my spare wires coming out and a fuse. I've put an inline fuse, which is coming direct from the battery. So everything from this point that goes up to this point, this cable here, this wire is actually fused. So not only that, and I'll just move them out the road. What I've done is I've actually connected up my, the batteries aren't strapped down yet, but they will be. And there's my inverter now fitted in. And I've tested it. It's all been tested. It works absolutely brilliant. Absolutely fine on that. What I've done is I opted to do the 3S batteries rather than the 4S, because 4S gives you 14.7 volts, I think it was. 3S gives you 11.9 volts. So I run it on like 11.9 volts, where the inverter cuts it off down to, I think it's between 8 and 9 volts, which, because the voltage, that's as far as the batteries go. On here, on this side here, I've put banana plugs. I'm using the banana plugs there. One is because the power on these, you can literally take, I just don't screw that off. You can screw your wires down, as everybody knows, with banana plugs, and I can put the rings on. But not only that, if I wanted to use a pair of crocodile clips, I could actually just do it like that, like crocodile clips on there, and it will work a treat with the crocodile clips on there. So I have like this side here is for the solar panel, solar charge controller. There will be another socket going on here and here. The type is, just have a look. Where are they? Where have they gone? I spotted some somewhere. Oh, right. Is it on there? No, it can't be. Oh. This is the type I'll be putting on too, just in case I have this type of plug. It's a 3.5mm jack plug, female type. This will be going in at the back here, down there, and on one on there. This side here, it will be the charger. Effectively, what happens with these batteries is all the power that's going out of them goes out the same cable, and what power you put in goes in the same cable. So when I put the solar charge controller on, that would be another safety mechanism, basically, to stop any coming in, any problems, and because like this inverter, this has about 3 or 4 different safety aspects to it. It's got like any back charge, any power coming back to it that's too much, or overpower or under, it will cut out. It will cut out if it detects any faults whatsoever. So ideally, that's an ideal situation when you're actually putting on your batteries. As well as this fuse down here, I'm thinking about just shutting the 10 amp fuse in that, because this only uses 0.6, I think, of an amp per hour. So 0.6, yeah, I think it's 0.68, so it's 0.6 of an amp hour, milliamp hour. So that's all this uses when it's powered up. So even with the 240, and that's all its maximum is 6, I think. So a 10 amp fuse down there would be fine, because these are going to be direct onto the to charge up. So I'll protect it with them because I'm expecting to pump through. You're only supposed to pump 5 amp through maximum, and I think that's what I'll be doing because either one will be getting 5 amp. The actual solar charge controller will. All my e-rings gone all over the floor. Anyway, the solar charge controller will stop more than the required ampage to charge them batteries up because the solar charger. I haven't got it yet. I'm just waiting for it. It's supposed to be in the post. It will be regulating them batteries to keep them at the proper voltage and ampage. Because I've done like 75 amps. This requires 60 amps. You need 60 amps of power. Where I've got like 3 times 20. It's between 23 and 25, I think. I used my meter, and I'm not sure whether it is actually correct because I haven't tested it yet. But it's shown 23, but according to what's written on the batteries, etc., I'm supposed to have 25 amps. So the difference is I've got 75 on there. So this only requires 60 amp hours. So I've got like 15 over that. And it's going on. As you can see on the side here, I'll just tilt you over a bit there. You can see the 2 connectors there for the 12 volts. You know, the SCAR type thing. Not only that, this here, I'm putting switches on here, 2 switches here. The trouble is, I've made a mistake on the actual also. I'm going to have to sort that out later and just like botch it up a bit. I'm putting switches on there so you can actually power off because you're going to need to power off this. Make sure that you're not putting anything on this if the solar charge control's in. You can't have 2 types of power source going in at once. So this is for charging up from your socket, your 240 socket, using a normal car battery charger. That's what I've been using, and it charges the battery up beautifully. So this would be for that. So if if you put it on there, I would I would switch it on, switch it off when not in use. Same as this. If the solar panel will be connecting into there, or if it's got that type of plug, I'll plug it on that, and then there'll be a switch going in there where you can switch that on, and then that will allow the solar charger to charge the batteries. So it's got like it truly has about 3 different charging methods because I could also put a smart charger on, but not really. I can't because I've just remembered there I've got 3 control boards, protection boards, BMSs on the battery packs, so they're connected. But everything is at present. I put a fuse in this cable here. I put a fuse in it. It works beautifully. So far, I put one in that, and it works a treat. So I've got like things. These are connectors at the back where I have to connect on because these will be I'll have to I'll be soldering the wires onto these here. Onto these bits here, and then just obviously it's going to be a spade going on there and on this switch there. I've put them both. I'm putting blue lights on both of them. When you turn the switches on, they'll light up blue. That's to say that it's running. So it's got turned. So anyway, that's the progress I've made so far. If anyone has any ideas, or thinks I should be doing something differently, please let me know. I do love to mess about with electronics. I've done it since I was a kid. I have built all kinds of things. I love to experiment with electricity and electronics. Because the field is not done. Next year, or might be this year later on, I might be going into electromagnetism and mess about with that. I've already been messing about with some of it. So I might just go into that. Because they're always you wouldn't get nowhere. The world wouldn't progress if people like me didn't sit in our sheds doing stuff like this. Most of the stuff electronically has come out of sheds, so it's a real good thing to get into if you enjoy it. I enjoy it because there's lots of different things you can do, and it really does get your brain to work, doesn't it? Because you rack your brains on, like just building this. It's a simple charger, battery bank. It's a simple one. I've put it in a case. I've made the case up myself using our old one, offcuts, which would have got thrown away or burnt. and using them. I will be putting a strap that goes at the top so that you can just pick it up with one strap. I will be strapping the batteries down. I'll be strapping them, using the same strap as what I'm going to use on that. I don't know what it's going to be, if it's going to be the seatbelt or it's going to be webbing from something. I'll be just using that, the strap, for the straps. And it should all be really cool. You could carry this with you. And its weight, I haven't weighed it yet. I haven't put it on the scales yet, but it's pretty light. It's pretty light because it's the biggest weight is 8, and they don't weigh much because there is 24, 48, 72 batteries there total. 72 650s on this. The thing is, like I said, I've done it on a 3S rather than a 4S. So these are in series and parallel. Each of these 3 banks on 3S, and what I've done then is I've put them all in series. I've run them across from there in series. They've all got a protection board on to protect them, so then they can't overcharge, they can't undercharge, and all that lot. Protection there, protection here, sorry, on this fuse there's protection there, and that charge controller is inverter is totally protected in every way. So I've got loads of protection in there to stop any fires or any problems that I can come back to. I've used these connectors before, block connectors. It's because I'm using that because I don't want to be soldering it onto that, because I don't want it, I don't want it to be permanent solders. All I have to do is I can stick a screwdriver on the top there, just unscrew it, take the cable off, and then take the batteries out. Simple as. And then put, connect to the block connector, whichever side I take it off. And then just, if I've got new batteries or I have to do something to these batteries, it's all sorted out there. Because this side here, as you can see, the holes is all screwed off. It's been sprayed. I think I did. I'm not sure whether I showed you. Yeah, but it's been sprayed on the outside. Inside, obviously, you don't spray the inside. You don't care what that looks like. So here's cut this side. So that's what you do. But the box is very strong. It has actually, with my inverter in, it's been dropped about 3 or 4 times. That's my assistant, the wife that is, has dropped it. She's picking it up, moving it around while she tidies up the house and stuff like that, which is understandable. Because I can't get into my shed at the moment. I'm just too. I've had a bad do for the past couple of months, for about 2 months now, and I've been on my nebulizer and my oxygen machine, etc. And I've managed to get myself sitting up again, but my legs are just like lead. Walking and stuff like that is just absolutely a no-no. Even to my shed, I just can't do it. It's impossible. It shows you when you get lack of oxygen in your body what it does to you. I'm amazed. And my ticker was just like banging away like mad. I thought, yep, this is it. I'm going to pop my clogs now. Well, like the doctor said, I could just drop dead at any minute. Well, that's what I'm waiting for, to be honest. I'm just thinking, when's the time going to come? you don't want it to happen, but you always think, when's it going to happen? So I'm living my life. I'm just living my life, and I'm saying to myself, sometimes I'll sit down and I'll think, oh God, that's another day gone past. So I like that song, One Step at a Time. Sweet Jesus, I love that song. It is one step at a time if you get to my stage. But I'm going to prove all the doctors wrong. I'm going to prove my assistant, the wife that is, I'm going to prove all my family wrong. D.I.Y. Granddad's going to be around for some time. Anyway, I do gabble on a bit. I do gabble on a lot. This is not a rant, it's just a chat. One thing I can say, there was another stabbing yesterday up in London there. One person's critically ill in hospital, another one was injured, was seriously injured, and the police shot dead the thing that attacked them people with a knife, and had a dummy explosive vest on. All the best wishes go out to the 2 people that were injured. I hope that they do recover, and I hope this violence stops in this world. It's just too much violence. I mean, the millennia has just been full of violence, in the last stages of the last century. Everyone the violence is disgraceful and it needs stopping. And if all right, yeah, if governments have to use extreme force, use it. Get this violence stopped. ISIS, just obliterate it. Get rid of it out the road, off this earth. They don't, I wouldn't even give them a trial, me. Anyway, on that note, a great big thank you again, please. Press all them buttons. Subscribe, I think it's subscribe, is it? Share, like, do all that lot. Oh, my granddaughter Lily May's just come down on a bike. I'll probably let you see her later on. So on that note, thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.